Hello, everybody. Don't mind me having a drink. My name is Rebecca Lee. And for those of you watching the recording, I'm here tonight to give some live readings. So just waiting to see if anyone will be joining me live. I am broadcasting live at the Spiritual Events and Directory Facebook page. And also tonight I am just sharing this live on my my own Facebook page, Rebecca Lee, Awaken the Spirit Within. So if you are joining me on that page, I may or may not see your comments through StreamYard. I'm not really sure. So it's a bit of a learning curve tonight. So just bear with me and I'm sure that we'll work it out. So if anyone would like an Unlock Your Love Blocks card, single challenges, relationship challenges, self-love challenges, just let me know. Hey, everyone. Nice to see you. Thanks for commenting. Hey, so Unlock Your Love Blocks cards, if you would like one tonight, please let me know. Single, relationship, self-love. I've also got my angel cards here. I can't remember the name of the person. Kyle, someone. Shit, I forget. I don't have the box, bugger. I always like to acknowledge who the cards are. Oh, hopefully it'll come in. It's Kyle somebody. So angel cards, if you'd like an angel card, just drop a comment and say angel or angel card. Maybe there might be some mediumship as well. Sometimes I like to sort of dabble into that, or just I can feel someone there. So let me know if there's someone in spirit that you'd like to have a message from. I usually have my Jackie Newcomb's mediumship cards, but I don't seem to have them. Oh, look, I do. So if you would like to have a message from spirit, I'll see if I can tune in. I'll also pull a card as well. So yes, I'm really good. The kids went back to school today. We've had a break on and off over the last couple of months. So I'm actually feel really good. So it was good today. I think every mum's like, So no, it's good to be here. I love doing readings and I like connecting with you all. It's always fun. And I always like to just do my best and give you the message that you need. I usually write down a couple of names first. So, and it's really no one. I often don't know who you all are. Maybe there's a few familiar names, but it's usually not really what I'm looking at. I just sort of get a stop when I need to stop. And so, yes. Sometimes people get a little bit hurt if I don't stop at them, but please know it's just a random thing. So, and I always say that if there's a message that I'm giving someone and it feels like, oh my gosh, that is for me, please take that for you as well. I believe in double, triple, quadruple messages. Spirit works like that. So if there's something that sounds familiar to you that I'm reading for somebody else, please take that as a message for you as well, because I can't always get to everybody. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you all, and let's get cracking. So just have to bear with me while I just sort of move through your comments. I also notice too sometimes, because I'm broadcasting through StreamYard and then I go and look on Facebook, later that night or the next day, and I always see comments that I might not have seen in StreamYard. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know. It's a bit weird. So I guess it's just all what it's meant to be at this point. All right. Okay, so I'm the first person I've stopped at. I'm going to just write a couple of names down. First is Shakti. Shakti Serious. Now, I'd love to hear from you if I do read you a card, even if you're not quite sure what it means. It's okay to say that. I'm not going to, get hurt or get offended or anything. It's okay if it doesn't make sense. Just think about it for a little bit, or take it like a grain of salt. It is what it is. But I do like to hear back from you. It's good to know that that people are here, that are getting readings, and they're here and they're watching. And I like to just sort of check in sometimes and see how it's landing with people. So Shakti single, Shakti serious. love card and single. All right, so we'll go with Shakti. Yes, it is Kyle Gray. Thank you, Alicia. Let's see what great grandpa, dad's side. Thanks for that. It's Kyle Gray. So the angel cards, couldn't remember who they were. That's Kyle Gray's cards. They're really beautiful. So we'll go with Alicia, mediumship, great grandpa. We'll see what happens, honey. Dad's side. Okay. And I just scroll up and down. So even if you commented at the beginning, and sometimes I don't even know where I am in the comments. So yes, let's just see what happens. If you would like me to connect with someone in spirit, just let me know in this instance. That would definitely make it a little bit easier for me. Okay. I'm going to write down Patricia Patty. Patricia Patty. She would like some guidance around her daughter. I'm just feeling angel card for her. Let's go there. Guidance around daughter. All right. And let me just see. I just feel like I've got to write one more name down. Okay, and Samantha, I've stopped at you. Samantha, love card, single. All right, let's see how we go with these first four, and I'll get through them as quick as I can. And if anyone has any more questions or needs more, or feel like any of my readings sort of open something up or whatever, please message me or email me. And I'm going to just put my email in because I do get a bit lost in the Facebook messengers. So I just try and keep an eye on them through email. I'll put it there anyway. If I don't get back to your email in a couple of days, please email me again or just re-forward it to me again. I'm really sorry, but I do my best. So I'll just put my email in there. So, or if you just want to contact me about some work, that's absolutely fine. So let's just start with Shakti. She's asked for a love card. She's single. And let's see what's happening. First of all, what I get in my mind is I was doing a bit of tuning in around 2021 this year, and I said last year it was going to be a huge year for relationships, and it turns out that for a lot of couples, they were in lockdown together, which always brings up some interesting dynamics, and singles, it was very, very hard to meet people, and it felt even more isolating. So there's lots of things that were brought up around love in general last year. The other day I was sensing it's not good. There's more movement this year. It's not going to be intense, but there is still definitely an emphasis on relationship. So if your stuff in your relationship wasn't resolved or didn't come out fully last year, that's going to continue on this year. Singles, I just feel like there's going to be more opportunity this year in general. I mean, I know that's a generalization. Everyone's a little bit different, but that's what I feel. So with Shakti, ever since I've started tuning in on you, I'm getting a pain in my elbow, my right elbow. So, there's lots of different interpretations for medical intuition, but for me, it's just telling me there's a bit of a vulnerability for you within not only your masculine self, but with masculine. I feel like perhaps you might have to put your defenses up, or feel like you have to put your defenses up and be a little bit, what's the word? Maybe I'm not describing it properly, but rough and rugged when it comes to the masculine. So it'll be interesting what the cards say. I've got to keep shuffling, but I just feel for you it's about finding a line between protecting yourself but also letting more of your real creative, I don't want to say gentle, because I'm not, there's different kinds of gentle. maybe softer, but it's not quite the right word. That's why I said creative self. So it's just not so much of maybe the walled or the abrupt self, but there's more of this creative self that you need to allow yourself to shine through a little bit more, okay? And really finding out that in between of protecting yourself and allowing yourself to show your true self. You've got the time card for unlock your love blocks, okay? So there is a bit of a it doesn't mean that there's more time. It means that what's happening here for you and your relationship is in divine time, okay? There's a contract. We all have soul contracts, okay? And there's a certain point in time where you have said that you want to enter a relationship, and there's a certain point of time in your life where you wanted to be on your own. So this is about divine timing as well. So you need to trust the timing, okay? But you've also got spiritual connection. So this just tells me that this is this is a point in time where you need to be meditating or in the garden or creative again. Perhaps you connect with spirit when you open creatively. So I just feel that just trust. Okay, I know that's hard, but there's a divine time aspect to this that your soul really wanted. And in the meantime, just trust spirit and perhaps work on your intuition and your gifts a little bit more, because that you're going to need that to be guided in the right direction for love. You need to open yourself up to that part of yourself a little bit more. So this is for Shakti. Shakti series. So I'm just going to leave it there, darling, and hopefully that makes some sense for you. I'll leave that with you, darling. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of the troll that I've just noticed, and thank you just for... I didn't even talk about the trolls just now, but we do have issues with people coming on and asking other people to message them for readings. So yes, that's just something, ongoing issues. Some of them are bots. I think most of them are bots, but just ignore them. Definitely don't contact them. We've had people contact them and be ripped off with money and all sorts of things. So please never contact anybody else on these readings on Spiritual Events Directory that is saying, hey, message me. Okay, because yeah, don't put yourself in that position. Excellent, Shakti. I'm glad that was on point and resonates. So I'll leave that with you, darling. All right, so I'm going to go to Patricia. Patricia Patty wanted some guidance around her daughter. Let's just see what happens there. I wanted to pull an angel reading. It's funny, Patricia, because I meant to write down angel, and I'm looking down here and I've written anger. I didn't even realize until I looked at it then. So I wonder if that's you or her. I need to pull another card. I'll tell you what these cards are. But yes, yeah, that's just really interesting that I've looked down because I wrote down to pull an angel card for her, and I've written anger. So let's just see. When I'm tuning in, and again, this might cross between you and her, so I'll have to leave it to you to decipher whose is whose, and it could be a mirroring. Okay, what's in you could be in her, what's in her could be in you. So I just need to tell you that feels important. Depending on her age, and whilst it doesn't matter, I do a lot of healing with the ancestors work, and there's a lot of stuff as adults we're still holding for our parents, but our kids can hold on to a lot of unexpressed or unrecognized things within us as well. And even as an adult child, you can be doing that with your parents. So that's why I love to do my ancestral work. So that's coming up. This is Patricia Patty. So I just need to, I guess what I want to say here, that this could be ancestral, okay, that's going on, and that feels from down the female line. Okay, so the best way that you can, take back your power here is by taking everything and looking within you, Patricia, and just saying, right, okay, what am I seeing in her? What am I seeing in her? What am I getting frustrated with her? What's happening here? And just say, where is this within myself? Like, where am I not seeing this in myself? What do I need to do here? I just feel like that I need to tell you that, okay, because I feel like that's going to open up a lot of things for you. The angel card that I got was power and intention. So I just feel like there's some very powerful emotions, and there's, you know, what you focus on and the thoughts that you say can have a really big impact in what's happening with everyday life and what's happening on the relationship here with your daughter. So I would definitely be more conscious. I would wake up and really be mindful of how you want to have the day roll out, particularly in relationship with your daughter, and how you want to feel and how you want to feel empowered with yourself for the day. And that's really taking everything back to your own thoughts, being responsible for your own thoughts and your feelings, and not feeling like you don't have any power or control over anything. Okay, so you can always choose what you're thinking. So I'm just getting, and I'm even getting pains in my head, like headaches and migraines sort of feeling. So this is about thought patterns for you. There is the balance card, which is about balancing our masculine and feminine aspects. Okay, so perhaps when we're out of alignment, when our masculine is out of alignment, we can be too domineering, too controlling, maybe too action orientated, having too much expectations. When our feminine is out of alignment, it could be like not completely the opposite, but we could be too relaxed. We could be not having enough structure and routine, not doing what we need to be doing, these sorts of things. So there needs to be a balance, okay, between these two energies for both of you, is my sense, okay? And you particularly working that out in your life and your routine, and everything will flow on from there. So I think start with there, darling. There's a lot there. Start with there and see what comes out of that for you. So this is for Patricia Patty. I also feel like an older female spirit with you. It could be like a grandmother figure, but I'm also sensing a guide as well. So there's definitely, and I know I mentioned the ancestral work there as well. So there's definitely feminine support there that wants to connect with you. I'm showing rocks, shells, water, these sorts of connections. So, and that could be really good for you as well, to just reset and clear your mind. So that's for Patricia Patty. I'm going to leave that with you, darling. And thank you for being here. All righty. Okay, great. I just saw your message, Patricia. Yes, lots going on. Just take control of what it is. Be mindful. Sometimes we're thinking so much shit we don't even know what's going on through our own minds, and then we just actually have to stop. And sometimes it can be really hard. It's like, what am I actually thinking? And then we realize what's going on through our head, and it's like, wow, that's just really crappy. Like, wow, I didn't realize I had so much shit going on in my head. I need to change that, and it takes a little bit of practice. Okay. It takes a little bit of practice. All right, so the next person I'm going to come to is Samantha. I haven't forgot about you, Alicia. We'll get to great grandpa, but I'm going to Samantha Love, who wanted a Love Blocks card, and she's single. So let's see what's happening there. Hey, everybody. Thanks for your comments. Good to see you all. Okay, so single. I'm really, Samantha Love, this is for you, darling. When I'm tuning into you, I'm actually feeling that you're having I don't know whether you're having trouble breathing, or that you hold your breath a lot and you don't breathe much, or you're holding your breath for something, like, or I'm even hearing maybe you say the term, oh, I won't hold my breath, like, you know, waiting for love. I don't know. It could be all of the above, but I actually feel in your body like you don't breathe. You hold your breath a lot. It's kind of like a nervous energy. but you have to learn to trust more is what I'm getting. So it's about trust. Oh, interesting. I've just had 2 cards come out, and it's the Time card and the Divine Lovers card. So in my love blocks work, I talk about unlocking our love blocks so we move beyond soulmate relationships. I believe soulmate relationships are karmic relationships where we're repeating patterns. But I also got the message from Spirit over 10 years ago that a lot of our souls are coming to the planet to really move beyond that type of relationship now. We are sort of instinctively drawn to soulmate relationships, but we're moving into divine love. So as we're healing patterns of the soul, allowing more of our spirit and our divine self to come through, where many people are here for divine love. With Samantha, I'm getting like time in divine time again. And this card doesn't come up all the time. I don't think it's come up for any of the readings I've done, not in the last couple of months anyway, for love. And then 2 of you get it tonight. So there's a lot about divine timing here, that you're, I know it's difficult, but your soul, and spirit are in charge of. And it's going to be, you want to go all the way with it. You're really ready to move beyond and out of soulmate karmic patterns. So it's really being aware of what you have been repeating. What are the patterns in your life? Are you aware of sort of what sort of comes around? How you're sort of moving out of that? What changes are you making? So it could be even going for a different kind of person. Soulmates can be quite familiar. There's a certain type of person that we go for. Divine lovers can often feel a little bit different. In relationship, I just want to say as a side note to everybody, we can transcend our soulmate relationships in divine love, but we're both learning, we're both changing, we're both moving through it. So but I know Sam's single, so I'm just want to say, trust the timing of it, honey. Just work on any sort of soul karmic patterns, because I feel like you're going for the divine love. That's what you do. So just be mindful when you're looking. They might not maybe go for the person that's not so familiar, like you've been down that path many, many times. So the divine lover, you got to work on being the change. You're different, you're evolving, you're changing, and you're going to start sort of feeling a pull to different types of people. So trust the timing, and those things that I said, Samantha. So I hope that helps, honey. Yes, and of course you know where I am if you need any help around that. You can find me. So that was for Samantha Love. So I'll leave that with you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so now we're going to go to Alicia. She was hoping for a mediumship connection, paternal side, great-grandfather. So we'll see what happens, darling. I can't guarantee what I feel or how the message will come through, but we'll certainly just put our focus on these cards. Instantly, I'm getting a pain in my right wrist. So this may be you. This may be the great-grandfather connection, but I'm just saying straight away, there's some kind of pain in my right wrist that I'm getting. Yes. Let me just give me a minute. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just pull the card first, and I'm being asked to pull a Love Blocks card, so I'm not sure exactly what that means at the moment, but hold us in your heart, not in your hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. So perhaps this might not be you. This could be father or grandfather. And that's what I was getting earlier. Anything that's going to come up now. I actually feel this group, there's a lot of ancestral work. I want to do a whole ancestral workshop with all of you in here because there's things in here. Of course your great grandpa wants to connect with you, loves all of his descendants, but often the work that needs to be done is the ones directly under or directly above. So I feel like he's busy. I feel like he's busy with work with his father, with the men in the line. I feel like there's a real intention and a power for masculine healing, men healing. Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening with dad, what's happening with grandfather. I know this is great grandfather, but there's all I'm getting is just busy masculine healing. Even though you're a woman, it's still important. This work still, even though it's men's business, it still affects your life. You still have a masculine aspect, okay? And there's still ways that the masculine affects us as women, okay, and vice versa for men. So I just feel I want to just say to you, be aware of that part of yourself. I'm getting the words like bossy or controlling or demanding, like there might be some aspects of the unhealed masculine that come out here through you. Also getting a son, so you might have a son, so there might be a connection there. So I'm just feeling busy healing men's business, working on it. But I'm getting a smile. I'm seeing a man with a smile. And I see this man just looking out. It's not an ocean. It looks like a lake or a big dam or something like that. A big, it's still water, but it's not the ocean. So that's where I'm seeing him look out over. And he's doing the work. So it feels really nice. And it just feels like you just need to, you just need to step back from some things. There might be things that you try to take care of or be responsible for or even feel burdened with, that he's saying that's not yours. It's not yours to deal with. So I feel that really strongly as a main message for you, and almost like a step back type of feeling. So I'm not sure where that plays out in your life or who that's with. I have to leave that with you. But yeah, that's the message, Alicia. That's what I'm feeling. I do feel like a vulnerability in the heart. So I'm not sure if that's how he passed over, and even like a quick breathing. But he feels content. He goes to this place to reflect and relax, and he feels good and he feels happy. And he's mentioning a female woman. There seems to be a female with him there as well. So that would be the big message for you. Trust and know there's masculine healing going on, and know where you need to step back and not take on things that are not yours to deal with. So that was for Alicia. I forgot to write her last name down, so I'm not sure. So I'll leave that with her. I hope that resonates in some part anyway. Thanks, Alicia. Rightio. Okay, thanks for everyone for being here. I usually just write down a couple of names at a time, so I've just got through that list. So now I'm just going to take a moment, and I am going to work through and just scroll through the comments, and I'm just sort of randomly guided to different names, and I just sort of scroll up and down all the comments. So even if you commented earlier, that's okay. It's okay. So just bear with me. Hello. Okay. Okay. All right. So Lindy Lou, Angel, welfare and clarity on my youngest daughter. I just got to write this down. So Lindy Lou, clarity, youngest daughter. Oh, hey, Anne. I don't know if you're still here. Would love a message if my dad's around. I feel him today. Well, let's just see. I'd love to do that for Anne and Alex. And let's just see. Colette Jade. Okay, I've stopped at Colette Jade. I want to, okay, I know you've got 2 children. Okay. Should my son with autism stay homeschooling or return to school? Okay, autism. Okay, let's just see what comes out here. I feel there's a lot there with you, Colette, actually. Let's just see what happens. Homeschool on. Okay, so thank you for your patience. I just like to write down a couple of names so I can just be in the flow of things. Oh, that's good, Alicia. I'm glad to hear that. Excellent. Thanks for commenting. Hey, Leslie. Okay, beautiful. I got to go up. There was someone up. Judy. Okay, so Judy Frenette. Okay, so I'll read out the names. I have read out the names. Sorry, I'm getting all... Okay, so I've got Lindy Lou, Anne Alex, and Colette Jade, and Judy Frenette. And I do apologize if I pronounce anyone's names incorrectly. All right, so let's see. Got a couple of children ones here. A bit of a children theme tonight going on too. Yeah, interesting times. Okay, Lindy Lou, we're starting with you. Angel card reading, welfare and clarity of your youngest. It's interesting, like I want to read for her and I want to say things about her, but I need to contact you first. I need to talk to you. Yeah, I really want to just give you a big hug and some love and tell you that everything is going to be okay, because I just feel like that perhaps, just really emotional. You got a lot of things going on. I feel like you got a lot of things that you need to deal with and manage on your own. It can be a little bit overwhelming. And trusting yourself. I'm hearing your angels just talking about trusting yourself. It's like, as soon as you start to doubt yourself or feel like you're not good enough or that you can't do this, I can't do this, you just kind of send yourself into a downward spiral. And I just feel like the angels are just like popping you up, and they're just got all this energy like underneath your wings, and they're just trying to support you and help you feel stronger, because it's saying things even when you don't believe it, because you need to pull yourself up a little bit. Okay, you need to pull yourself up a little bit because you actually are strong. They're showing me visions of when you were younger. They're saying the words resourceful, creative, like even solution orientated, or the ideas. You're always like with the idea girl. So I just feel like the angels want to remind you who you are first and foremost. I think that's really important. It's all good and well that we give everything to our kids and worry about our kids and look after our kids, but we really need to take care of ourselves, okay? And sometimes that might mean that we are a little bit selfish. It's not to neglect our children, okay, but it is to actually make some time to have some space or have a moment by ourselves, or, just connect with ourselves for a few minutes. You need that. You need to do that. You need to take care of yourself, because you're not thinking clearly is what they're showing me. Okay. You're not thinking right. You're not thinking clearly. Okay. So you need to not worry about external doing things externally to get the approval or to show other people that you're doing the right thing. That's just, don't even worry about that. You need to take care of yourself, do things the right way from the inside out, take care of you on the inside, and everything you will see the right way. You'll see the right path. Actually, I'm getting knowing. You will know. You have like this strong claircognizance. You will just know. Just like when you were younger and you were little and you would have the ideas and the solutions, like that is still in you. You just need to create some space and have a break, okay? And get back to that and stop doubting. Every time you doubt or think or allowing someone to put you down or make you doubt you. Okay, there seems to be a lot of emotional games and stuff going on, like you're disconnecting from who you are. So there's this point where you actually need to make a decision, whether you're going to let people's shit beat you down, or if you're going to rise up and stand up and take control of yourself and say, no, fuck this. I'm taking back my power and I'm going to be saying what's going on here. I feel like this big surge of power, and that's where you need to be. Like, you've got this, okay? So sorry for swearing if that to anyone that friends, I do swear. But that's the energy of it too. It's just like, come on, like, you've got this. So you're getting a little bit of a kick up the bum there, Lindy, but also lovingly and compassionately. But there's this strength, there's this energy, this strength that's coming to you. Okay, so start with you and things will work out. Wow, I can't believe how this card keeps coming up for all you guys tonight. So I've got the Divine Timing card. Okay, so whatever questions you have around her or this situation and what's going to pan out, I just feel like any of the challenging situations and people that we have in our life, there's always something in there for us to learn and evolve through. And I think for you, it's along the lines of what was just said, you taking back your power, you getting to know you, trusting you, loving you, all those sorts of things. That's what you're going to gain out of all of this. So, working on that, focusing on that, and everything will just fall into place. That is my feeling, and that is for Lindy Lou. So I'm going to leave that with you, Lindy, and I hope that helps. Okay. Just deleting another troll. Goodbye. Okay. Oh, a couple of trolls. Hello, trolls. You never know whether they're bots or not. Okay, just bear with me while I just do a little bit of a cleanup. All right, thanks for your patience. Alrighty, so I've got a couple of more names written down here. So I'm going to go back to Anne, but I'm going to go to Colette Jade now. She has 2 children. She's asking about the education of one and if the other child with autism should be homeschooled or normal. So I just got a vision of how I need to do this. So let's just see what happens here. I'm starting. I feel like I can't, maybe you said this, I can't remember now, and I have no idea where your comment is, but I feel like the autism child is the youngest and the other child is older. So I'm just going to start with older, and then I'll start with the child with the autism. Food, getting food come up. So I'm not sure what's happening with food in the house, but I'm getting straight up that looking at food, or perhaps having a change of diet, or that there's some kind of emphasis on the food that's going on in the house. I feel for you, Colette, I've got huge pain in my right shoulder. So again, I'm feeling like very similar to the other lady, but it's really manifesting in your shoulder, and it's sort of going all the way down your right arm. This is about heavy burdens. You're carrying things, and perhaps there's you're carrying not just the load as the mother, but also for the father as well. Be interesting to know where the father is, where the masculine is, because it feels like you're out of balance, and perhaps maybe you're carrying them both. So that's just something, darling, there that you might need to think on. And I'm just getting, you can't do everything here. There's, I think when we do our own healing as adults around our own childhood, and then we become parents ourselves, you know, we can get so overwhelmed and so lost in trying to be everything that our parents weren't, and to try not to do what our parents did, which is really noble and it's part of our evolution. But I think one thing that we can learn is that we cannot be perfect, and we cannot protect our children from growing and evolving. If we were going to fully protect them so that they didn't learn anything, aka didn't experience or didn't feel anything, they wouldn't have come to this planet at all. Okay. Someone said to me once, like, we all have to leave something on the table for our kids to pick up and work through. Okay. And when I heard that, it was a bit of a relief, because I was working so hard to make sure that so much wasn't passed down on to my kids, right? And that can be exhausting. And, you know, we can do a lot, we can change a lot. But what I'm trying to say to you, Colette, is you're not going to protect them from absolutely everything, okay? And just to know, and I know it's hard, but sometimes we need to let our kids have some feelings and some experience, and it can be hard. With your older child, there's a lot of emotion, okay? Well, I'm not talking about the child with the autism. The other child, lots of emotion. Lots of emotion around this child. I want to say him, might be wrong, but I just feel I want to say him. But I'm just getting a lot of emotion, a lot of work around self-acceptance and self-love. Okay, so really. Perhaps thinking about what I just said to you and helping build resilience. We don't want to fully protect our kids from not feeling anything. We want to help them feel things and know how to healthily process them, and also become a little bit more resilient, especially when we're energy sensitive or empath. It's really just understanding, well, there's a few different things, but and also if there's been some trauma or some dysfunction in the family, we don't want to take everything personally as well, especially if there's a low self-esteem or unworthiness. So it's really teaching our kids to be a bit resilient, not taking everything personally, and also understanding when we're feeling something that might be somebody else's feelings. There's different things there. And I said that when I wrote your name down. There's a lot here, but just be aware of that with your eldest. Could be an empath, so it'll be really important for this child to understand. I'm just going to say his own feelings and the feelings of someone else's, and just really focus on building resilience there, and not taking everything personally. I think that would just be so useful, you know. So useful. And I'm getting also that will be really good for you as well, to do a little bit of work on that. I'm getting now the child with the autism. So I've just had the independent card come out. Different kind of energy, different soul here. Obviously, different paths. But we're getting just a real this child just feels like they would be okay anywhere. You've got the independence card and the ease and grace card. So I just feel like it's whatever path is going to not just be ease and grace for the child, but you and the family. Okay, so because I just feel this child, even though they have autism, I just feel like very opposite to the other child, really robust. That, you know, it's almost like can handle it, like they can handle it. Maybe you're not the one that can, right? But this child can handle it. Like, they don't take things so personally. Perhaps like you and the other child, there's a different sort of processing going on. So I think the answer here is to do, if homeschooling and having them home is what's going to make the routine easier and make things easier for you and the family, then do that. If sending this child off to school is going to create more ease and grace, then do that. Okay, but I just feel like this child's going to be, obviously came in to be their own child, their own person. Just feels just feels really robust. So I almost want to say, I'm going to swear again, almost like doesn't give a fuck. Like just here, living it, experiencing it, taking it all in. It really just feels amazing. So it's more you there. Okay. So you need to be aware of some of your own stuff and your own feelings there. And maybe, maybe projecting some of what you might feel onto the child where it's really yours and not theirs. So, yeah, that's with the child with the autism. So I hope that helps. That's for Colette Jade. I'll leave that there. That was, I knew there was going to be a lot of stuff there to get through. I wanted to try and say the basics. So I hope that helps, Colette. I'll leave that with you. Thank you for being here. Okay, I just got to keep an eye on the time. Oh, yeah, we still got time. Awesome. Right, so I'm going to Judy and then we'll go to Anne. So Judy wanted a card around health. So I'm actually going love blocks for you, Judy. That is where I have been guided to go. So let's just see what is going on here. It's interesting. I had elbow pain earlier, then shoulder pain, and now, Judy, with you, I've got that elbow pain coming up a little bit again for you. So there could be some vulnerability around the masculine, okay? This could be masculine, your masculine aspect, okay? I just feel like there could be a wounded part in you feeling a little bit, I want to say the word disabled, just meaning that perhaps can't do things that you would like to do. There's a wounding there in the masculine within you, and I'm just getting taken back, and I just feel that there could be some connection with the father here. So first and foremost, I want to say that this is for Judy Frenette. Okay, and it might not be physically manifesting in your elbow. That it's just my messages, okay? And it doesn't always mean the same for everyone either. So, but that's just what I'm feeling, Judy. I'm feeling a frustration too, and I'm also feeling almost like a giving up, okay? And my sense of what's coming is this is the process for you. It's really digging deep. Okay, and finding something in yourself worth fighting for. And, I don't know whether that is for yourself, your life, a purpose, something that you need to find within yourself. It's almost, I want to say, like, I never mean to offend anyone, but it's almost like you a bit got bored with life, but I don't think it was boredom so much. I think that it's the fear. Okay, but I think that you justify it in different ways. So my sense is for you is to really come into connection with what you're fearing and really being honest with yourself, what you're afraid of, failing, being rejected, criticism, these sorts of things come up. Okay, so this is what I want to say for you, Judy. This is what I'm sensing underneath your health stuff. I'm feeling pains in the heart and my mid back. And it's about being supported, okay, being supported to do what you want to do. I'd even go back to a time in your life where perhaps you wanted to make a move and you weren't supported. There might be some healing around that for you. That's really sitting in the back of the heart chakra, which is basically closed the door to your back of the heart chakra so you cannot receive. So when we've got fronts and backs of the chakra, and the backs of the chakra is when we receive love and energy in, and when that's shut, we can't receive. So I feel like there's an event there that you could perhaps look at, bring up, do some healing with, whether that's with me or someone else or just by yourself, because we need to open that back of that heart chakra up, okay? And it will once you release this pain around this certain situation, but it needs to be acknowledged, okay? You need to see it first. We can just do energy healing all we like, but you actually need to see the event and you need to see what happened there and how you closed emotionally, okay? It's going to be really important for you to see that. So I think from there, this is a really good journey for you. I think to do some really deeper heart healing. So that's what I want to say to Judy. That was Judy Frenette, and she had a question around her health. So I hope that resonates, Judy. I'll just leave that with you and see what that comes for you. Okay, so I'm going to Anne now. And she wanted to see if there was a message from her dad. As soon as I get to you, Anne, straight away I want to sneeze. I'm just trying to hold back a sneeze. So I'm not sure if this is you or this is dad, maybe allergies, sneezing. I just wanted to sneeze straight away. That's and even like pains in my eyes. So there could have been some kind of sinuses, allergies, something like that. I'm not sure if that's you or with dad. Feeling a little bit I'm sensing the energy coming through. I'm feeling all sorts of pains in my body, I'm not sure if it's my muscles or my bones or both. Yeah, I'm just feeling these come in, and sometimes when spirits come in, they sort of show me what they were feeling when they passed over, or what kind of was happening in their physical body when they were alive. So I'm feeling these sorts of things too with this energy, Anne. And there's a real sort of focus around. I'm getting like a heaviness. But it's in the heart. I'm getting heavy heart. So perhaps I don't know if there was, if this means that there is like a sadness or something unresolved there, or it's just there's still just a lot of grief and there's a lot of emotion here. I actually just feel this energy is just wanting to help release and let go. So I just want to see what the cards say as well, because I usually see some part of them, but I haven't seen anything yet. I'm just getting all sorts of different feelings in my body. So this is for Anne Alexson. She wanted to make a connection with her dad. I'm also feeling like my top of my left thigh. So again, Anne, I'm just getting all sorts of pains in my body when I'm attempting to tune in with your dad. The card that I got is we will assist you in helping the important people in your life. Use love. It feels good, but I want to pull a love blocks card because I feel like he wants to talk to you about relationship. Now, I know that we know each other, but I actually don't even know if you're in relationship or not. But I get a sense of talking about relationship and wanting to speak to you about love. Yes, and he keeps drawing me to your third chakra. Third chakra just feels a bit blocked and clogged up, and I feel like it's just more, what is it, Dad? I think it's just the journey that you've been on about knowing yourself, understanding yourself, working out who you want to be and how you want to present yourself into the world. I feel like he's saying like he's proud of you and he's really like in awe. And I'm getting the word puzzled, so maybe puzzled sometimes with what you do. So I don't know if he was on that path or understood this path. But I just feel like there is an awness. So and just really continuing to wanting to embrace how you want to feel about yourself, completely embody that in your whole being, and I can feel that that's your journey. I've pulled another card. I was asked to pull a love blocks card for you, and I got the trust card, and it's like taking that leap of faith and trust. I keep coming back to relationship. So I feel like that's where he would like to work with you. Again, I'm feeling back chakra for you, back of the third chakra. These are the points where, and I know you probably have your own views and opinions. I know you do this work, but this is just how I'm seeing it. So I'm feeling like the top of the front chakra of the third is blocked, and the back of the third chakra is blocked. But that's more about he's trying to give you some other ideas. I feel like he's giving you some more ideas about it could possibly about big business. I feel like he might have a business mind, and I feel like he might be trying to sort of get you to look in a different direction or look at something, or you've had an idea or had something come to you perhaps from him, and you're a little bit uncertain about whether you should completely go there or not. So I feel like that's where he wants to support you and help you get there. So this is for Anne Alexson and a message from her dad. And I just feel, there's a few things there, but I just feel there's just some door opening to love. That's all I'm feeling right now, Anne. So I might just leave it at that. But yes, it's interesting. I just wanted to read this giraffe card again. We will assist you in helping the important people in your life. Use love. Yeah, so I just feel like now I'm going back to business. It's just really working out who's important, who isn't. I just feel like direction's changing, people's changing. So even who you want to connect with and work with in business could be changing. Again, I just feel like that's where he wants to work with, that and also relationships. So very interesting time. And I said at the beginning of the reading that there's some things for single people this year. I just feel like there's more opportunity for single people this year, or people wanting to find love. It's almost like everybody had that year of isolation or lockdown. And, you know, we've been so many of us are like, you know, trying to stay away from people. And I think a lot of us have had the thought of, well, maybe we can sort of open our minds and our hearts and our space to people, and maybe be a little bit more patient and understanding, and not be so afraid when it comes to interactions with others, and just trust ourselves. And if we're ever in a situation with a bitch or an asshole or someone that we've been with in the past or whatever, we can just take ourselves out of there. I don't know. It's about trusting yourself, and got that card. So I hope that resonates, and I really do. I really do. And thank you so much for being here. So that is all that I can do tonight. That is my hour up. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here every Wednesday night, 6:15 Sydney time. And you can find me at Rebecca Lee, Awaken the Spirit Within. And if anyone wants to talk any more about tonight, or have any questions, you can email me, and I did put my email in here somewhere. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Okay, bye.